Hello, this is Churchy Lover, and today we're in Crawley. This is a place in West Sussex. Gatwick Airport is right at the top, and then by Gatwick Airport it becomes Surrey. No way. So this place is kind of like, in a way, a bit of a traumatizing place, but also kind of a deep place, because this is kind of what's directed a lot of my life. So essentially, to try not to make this too long, I may go over the 2 minutes, and I don't know why Google Maps is lagging and not letting me move. I had a bit of a rough period where I was in a not very nice flat on my own, and I was trying to look for jobs. Was hoping I didn't smell too bad and my clothes didn't look too crap and all of that stuff. And at some point, my parents ended up suggesting, "Okay, look, just come and live with us. It's fine. Just live with us. There's more jobs in London," which I really didn't like that because there's far more people in London. So I just don't really feel like it's a 1-to-1 proportion, or like I feel like you have a lower chance of getting a job in London because there's just so many more people in and around London who are trying to get jobs in London. So it doesn't really work like that. Please, will you let me get out of here? I want to show you some of the town. But anyway, I agreed because I thought maybe we'll see what happens. And they kept telling me at the beginning, like, just you have to promise that you are going to be applying for jobs, which I really should have seen that as a red flag. Because to be honest, like, the only reason that they'd even suggested I move in there was because I was trying to go for work and I had an interview near London. So I was like, oh, look, I'll just come for a few days, and then they convinced me to not go back to where I was living in the West Midlands. But then I managed to get a job in Crawley, which at first I thought was a place in South London because that was what they had advertised in the job ad. But it was a place in Sussex, but they said I could mainly do like work from home. So I was just like, whatever, okay, I'll see a new place, that's nice. And yep, I'm definitely going over the 2 minutes. Let's just kill the timer. I wish I could move on, it's really annoying. So I get this job in Crawley, and then I have a big fight with my family, and I was already looking for somewhere to move because I'd kind of said, like, once I get a job I'm going to look for a place to move. And I kind of assumed I was going to need to be working for 6 months anyway before I could move. But I thought, just for the sake of it, and because I want to feel like a great salesperson, I'm going to go to every single estate agent, local to Crawley, and just tell them, if you got anywhere studios for less than £1,000 a month, let me know because I want to live there. And I just gave all of them my number, and in fact, one of them from Crawley did call back, but it was too late by then. And obviously, most of these places won't have that. I mean, like in a place like Crawley, there's a few, like if you wait long enough, but not every estate agent's gonna have it. So I do that, and then nothing happens of it. But then a few days after my parents find out I did this, they get into a big fight with me over something really dumb. And they tell me that they want me to just leave, and I'm like, well, what the hell? I just got a job. I just ended my contract like 2 weeks ago at another place I was living at, and so I can't even go back there. So what are you expecting me to do? Oh, okay, just they gave me a suggestion that was like really rude. That was like really bad. But I don't want to say it because that opens up a whole much more baggage. So I end up going, well, I guess I'm gonna have to live in a shared accommodation. I mean, I think for them, it was just an empty threat. I could have stayed anyway, but I just didn't want to do that because I don't want to live with this for the rest of my life. Just this type of like lifestyle of drama. So I end up just going, alright, I'm just gonna start calling around for like the shared flats that are posted on Rightmove. But I decided, I'm gonna try one more place because when I was living in Crawley, I saw all these buses saying like Surrey and Sussex. So I was like, oh, I guess Surrey and Sussex, they got a big connection with each other. So I start searching on Rightmove. I search Surrey, I search Sussex, and I find this place in a town called Egham. And I think, you know what, I'm just gonna try one more studio, call them up, see if they'll let me. And I go, look, I've only worked at this job for 1 month, but I am making the amount of money you're meant for the place. Will you let me in? And they say, yeah, if you want to do a viewing. I go, are you sure that they will accept me? And they go, yeah, they will. So I end up moving to Egham. And then a week later, I get fired from this job in Crawley over like something dumb. Like they brought me to this drinking event, and I don't really want to go into it because it's quite stressful. And honestly, I don't really know what happened, but I got fired. So now I'm living in Egham. And it turns out that Sussex, I've never been to Sussex since. I mean, if you live, because Redhill and like some places near here are Surrey. So that's what they went by, Sussex and Surrey. But for where I was living, there is no relation to Sussex. If anything, it's Berkshire, which yes, it is Berkshire. So then because I got fired, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to look for jobs local because that's a bit easier. But I mean, I started looking for jobs everywhere. I looked in London. And then I got a job in Egham, which was just a crappy job. and then I got a job in another town, which I guess I wouldn't say, but nearby, and then now I live in Reading. So basically, if it weren't for like losing this job here and trying to run away from my parents, a lot of things in my life would change. All of these times, I wouldn't be Chertsey lover if it weren't for Crawley, because I